What's up, yos? Here's a example of the racing line that I would use here around Algarve. The lap is very dependent on coming out of turn number 14 here, going down into turn 15. It is an extremely long start finish. I have lengthened the gear ratios, but that you'll pick up in the setup coming after this. Now we're looking out for the line on the left hand side. There it is, brake, turn in, down 2 gears, back on the power, and the car will pull itself in. This here is flat, get up onto that curb, and then just as that white line starts, down into first gear, tighten up, back on that power. You want to get to the right hand side as quickly as possible and just ease up over the crest, keeping the foot flat. We're now going down towards turn number 6, and we're looking for the cones there on the left hand side. A brake down third, second, first, let the car rotate, and once you touch that apex, back onto the power, stay off that rumble strip on the outside there because it will upset the car. Now through turn number 7, are we setting up for turn 8? Little lift and then straight back on the power. The setup will allow the nose to go in, then back down. Here I kept it in second gear. I felt that going into first just unstabilized the rear, and I made that a huge drift. Here coming through turn 10 up against the inside, and I'm aiming for the middle of the track. As soon as I saw that tree, I then straightened up onto the brakes, turning in onto second, back straight onto that power, using as much of the track as possible. Now through turn number 12, right up against the inside, drifting to the outside. As you hit that dark patch, down second into first, straight back on the power. Now this is where the soft nose will allow the car just to rotate. As you get the power, you'll see that the car's going to want to start pulling itself in, straightens out. Now we'll come down the hill over the little crest. You see how the car just little movement to the left hand side, but hold the steering wheel in place, keeping on that power, not hitting that limiter, and across the start finish line, and I do a 1:59.7. Let's take a look at the racing setup that I did, that 1:59.7. You'll see my setup is a Sugo race setup. It is based off a loose and very similar to the one that I was running at Sugo for my highlights video. But let's go in and just take a look. Tire pressure at 140, and even though the track temperature is up to 50 degrees, after 10 laps the tires were still fine. They weren't overheating or anything like that, so pretty happy with that. Wrong button, it should be that one. Brake pressure I've kept at 100, and I really like this balance, so I'm not getting a lockup on any of the wheels, so pretty happy there. The ride height, the front is as low as possible, and you'll see that I've actually raised the rear slightly just to push that nose in when we're getting into the turn in, so I've got a little bit more turn in. And I've dropped the cambers down as much as possible, as well as keep pushing that wrong button, as well as just straightened out the toe in the front, and then I've just kept at 0.1. The anti-roll bars have gone to 160 in the front and 45 in the back. In terms of the dampers, I've just evened them out so they pretty consistent front and back. So I've gone 7,000 on the slow bumps, both front and rear, and 7,450 on the slow rebounds, front and rear. And then the bump transitions, I've also just increased those slightly, which I'm pretty comfortable and happy with the way the car is feeling. We'll just move over to the gear ratios. So I've kept my final drive on 3.615, and then just kept it as the 2.2, 1.5, 1.2, the 1.0, then the 0.9 and the 0.8. And then interestingly enough is here on the engine braking, I've actually taken that completely away. Now you are not going to get any engine braking, so you literally, if you're coming off, you essentially are just going to be throttling on, and it feels great. I haven't done anything to the differentials. I was more anxious trying to change something here than keeping it and playing around with it, but happy the way it's feeling. Let me know what you think. If you'd like to catch the live action of this racing, we will be streaming both Alpha and Bravo tiers this coming Thursday, the 12th of September, starting from 8 o'clock. We'll be streaming to both Twitch and YouTube, so choose your channel of preference and come and catch all this live racing action. This Season 3 is proudly brought to you by Thrustmaster and Medal State. We'll see you on Thursday. Thanks for watching. Yos.